Hello Aeternum and welcome to KOTT News, Aeternum's #1 source for news, and this is the War Report. Dynamic change in the history of Aeternum last night as the zealots of Westside Jorkers dived directly on the flag, capturing the recently settled region of Eden Grove. KOTT news crews were on the scene in Caliburn and had a few words with one of the winners. You're able to take Charlie, they fall back into fort, but not a successful fallback and regroup as you push through almost immediately, forcing them to fight for the final flag, and you win out. Congratulations. How do you feel about that last moment there? Can you take us through some of that?
We were kind of getting shit on in Oppo, and the last push there, we just orchestrated some Oppo flanks, got our Oppo pushed up right where they wanted to be. We knew our main ball was already winning, so we just had to get our Oppo pushed up, continue winning our main ball fight. That's kind of what got us the last point. A little bit of a choke on their side. They called to give C with 40-second respawn, so we had enough time to just go in and kind of take the point.
And was there any outstanding performance out there tonight that you might want to highlight?
Any outstanding performance? Let's see. I'd like to give a big shout out to Newbie for not crashing out. He did crash out a little bit throughout the war, but at least he stayed for the entirety of the 28 or whatever minutes it was. Shout out to our main ball for always winning and having to watch our squad lose a little bit. But it is Eden, so it could be a little bit lopsided because of that. And overall, yeah, just shout out to our kill squad. Shout out to our caller. And yeah, really happy we could get the win today.
KOTT news crews traveling through the Imperial Palace last night using the safest form of travel Aeternum has to offer. If you're looking for an exotic goldfish to decorate your home, put on all your luck gear and join the mass transit system today. The Season 9 Season of the Banner continues with several weeks yet to go, but be sure to double check your activity cards often to ensure you're not leaving any bingos on the table. More and more companies beginning to grow large enough to knock at the door of organized combat, flocking to the nightly pre-qualifiers to test their mettle and assert themselves as the next great house. If you're one such company thinking that tonight is the night, be sure to check your gear and consume all your buffs before heading out for the fight. For more roster submissions for Simulated Fantasy Combat Resolution tonight, brought to you by LARPco. Remember, if it isn't LARPco, it is cardboard. With special thanks to the Craft Services crew. If you'd like to support KOTT News, Patreon is currently the best way. Tonight, the Marauders of Sith Happens attack the Zealots of Playboy Factory for control of the rain-drenched mountain region of Morningdale. Sith Happens return to the high-altitude training grounds and submit their roster for another shot against the Covenant. Playboy Factory rested from their last conflict, gather all their acolytes, and stand by at the fort down by the river. Meanwhile, the Marauders of Dehydrated Dominion assail the syndicate members of Tropical for control of the primary oil reserves of Weaver's Fin. Dehydrated coming back for more, knowing that they have the strength to make it into Fort Phase, and a decent shot at capturing the keep. But the members of Tropical are well versed in defensive strategies, and are capable of holding on to an outer objective in a lengthy or sustained fight. Later, the Covenant converts of Mad Crew assault the vault of JDB's kitchen, attempting to steal the island's financial capital. In Windsward, Mad Crew, able to reach an outer 50-50 with Exidium earlier in the week, think they're all warmed up and ready to break into the Bastion. JDB's kitchen, feeling the frustration of last night's outcome in the final moments, likely to be letting out all that anger on the battlefield tonight. In the nightcap, the Marauders of Exidium X attack the syndicate members of 3 Point Held for control of the resort destination of Ebonscale Reach. Exidium X quickly return to Fortune's Crossing and attempt to force their way back into power. battling it out at the Bastion in the Bamboo. But the members of 3 Point Held are well refreshed after soaking in the hot springs and ready to give their best to defend the local onsens. We'll have any late-breaking outcomes and reactions from the citizens tonight at 11. Until then, this has been War Correspondent JChalant, KOTT News.